Chapter 13. Avni woke to weak winter sunlight filtering through gauzy curtains, and the distant hum of traffic. Ordinary sounds that, until recently, would have calmed her. Now they were laced with unease. Somewhere outside, a single paparazzo might still lurk. Social media chatter about her contract marriage with Arjun Khanna hadn't died down, and every harmless noise could mean another headline waiting to happen. She sat up, glancing at the simple silver band glinting on her finger. The legal ceremony had been private. Just them, 2 witnesses and a terse magistrate. But the news had leaked within hours. Power couple marries for protection. One tabloid screamed. Real love or PR ploy? Asked another. In the next room she heard water running. Arjun rose earlier than she did, always careful to knock softly on her door before he left for his office in the converted attic. They shared the kitchen, living room, security code, even a joint calendar for public appearances. What they did not share, at least not yet, were the deeper secrets of their hearts. When she padded into the kitchen, he was already there, sleeves rolled to his forearms, whisking eggs in a ceramic bowl. He looked up, eyes lighting in a way that unsettled and warmed her at once. "Morning," he said, pushing a steaming mug of chai across the counter. "Extra ginger. Thought you could use it. Your interview with Sunday Spotlight is today." Avni accepted the mug with a grateful nod. "Thanks." She hesitated, studying the fine tension in his jaw, something he tried to hide whenever the press hounded them. They texted again. "The producers want B-roll of us together. A casual couple montage." Arjun grimaced. "I'll rearrange my afternoon meetings. We'll give them 10 minutes on the cafe patio near the river. Public enough for cameras, private enough for us." Private. The word echoed oddly between them, for precious privacy was scarce. During their first month of marriage, Avni had kept a meticulous boundary. No unplanned touches, no bedtime conversations. But boundaries had a habit of blurring. Like last week when she'd fallen asleep grading freelance submissions in the den, and woken with a blanket tucked around her shoulders. His quiet kindness. Or when he'd defended her on a late-night talk show, voice steady, condemning trolls who called her a gold digger. Trust was growing. Yet so was an undercurrent of tension neither had named, part attraction, part fear. They weren't just allies against danger. They were 2 people discovering each other, without the armor of ambition or survival. And that was terrifying. "Look this way, Avni." Arjun put your arm around her shoulder. "Yes, perfect, hold it." The photographer's instructions floated on crisp river air. Avni perched at a wrought iron table, latte cooling. Beside her, Arjun's arm rested lightly across the back of her chair, blend of formality and warmth. Cameras snapped. "These staged smiles," she muttered through her teeth. "Feels like living in a fishbowl." Arjun angled his head, lips close to her ear. "Sooner we give them what they want, sooner we escape." The brush of his breath sent a shiver down her spine. She straightened, trying not to lean into him. The photographer waved a final thank you. Free at last, they walked the riverside path in silence, until the hum of traffic swallowed camera shutters. Avni suddenly laughed, a brief, nervous bubble. "We look convincing." "Convincing, and exhausted," he answered wryly. Then softer. "I hate that your reputation still hangs on public perception." "Mine?" She glanced sideways. "You lost $1 billion empire for doing the right thing, Arjun. My reputation will recover. But what about you?" He shrugged. "I'm building something smaller. Cleaner. An investigative fund foundation, remember?" "I remember." She thought of the late-night spreadsheets he compiled. Grant proposals for threatened reporters, safe house budgets. The conviction in his eyes humbled her. They stopped near a vendor cart for roasted peanuts. Arjun bought a small paper cone, offering half to her. Their fingers brushed. Warm flush crept up her neck. "Thank you," she said, voice steadier than she felt. But gratitude wasn't the whole truth. What she really wanted was to trust that gentleness. To believe the man before her wouldn't shatter her faith again. That trust was tested 2 nights later at a benefit dinner. Avni wore a deep green sari, Arjun charcoal bangala. They mingled with business leaders and activists. But the moment inevitably arrived. Reporters cornering them near the coat check. "Mr. Khanna, rumor says you and Mrs. Khanna live in separate bedrooms. Care to comment?" Before Avni could draw breath, Arjun answered evenly. Rumors keep you employed. We keep our life private. He slipped his hand into hers, warm and sure. No hesitation. Every flashbulb exploded. Avni felt her palm squeeze back, instinctual. In that instant she knew. They were quite capable of shielding each other. Later in the car, her fingers remained entwined with his. Neither spoke for several blocks. At a red light he finally glanced down. Sorry, habit of protecting. Avni stared at their linked hands, pulse skittering. Habit. Protection had been the contract's premise. But what she felt now, safety, yes, yet also desire to keep holding on, wasn't contractual. Don't apologize, she said. It helped. Rain began to tap the windshield. Streetlights cast golden arcs across his profile. He looked at her with a question in his eyes. One she wasn't ready to answer, but didn't wish to refuse. Tea, he offered quietly when they reached home. The power of ginger. She smiled. I'll brew this time. In the kitchen they moved easily, passing mugs, sharing milk and cardamom. Steam rose between them. Avni exhaled, letting the warmth seep into her bones. We're getting better at this, she said. At chai. At marriage. Her voice was almost shy. Arjun set down his mug, meeting her gaze. I don't want it to stay just protection, Avni. I want whatever real is possible for us. The admission hovered fragile. Avni's heart quickened, but she didn't flinch. She reached across the counter and laid her hand over his. Real takes time. I have time, he whispered. A tentative smile curved her lips. Then let's keep building. Outside rain softened. Inside, two once rival souls stood side by side, slowly discovering that trust could outshine scrutiny, that attraction could coexist with caution, and that a marriage forged for safety might, day by careful day, become the safest place of all.